I'm over COVID, just completely. I believe my family is too. And it's not that we don't believe that it's real, because everyone on the planet knows that it's real. But we just don't believe that it's as serious as news anchors and politicians want to tell us. Why? Well, because we can read and we can actually look at the science that other researchers have done. But former Vice President Joe Biden isn't having it. And a couple of weeks ago, I know you heard him say that he's running out of patience.
Many of us are frustrated with the nearly 80 million Americans who are still not vaccinated, even though the vaccine is safe, effective, and free. My message to unvaccinated Americans is this: what more is there to wait for? What more do you need to see? We've made vaccinations free, safe, and convenient. The vaccine has FDA approval. Over 200 million Americans have gotten at least one shot. We've been patient, but our patience is wearing thin.
That was a little threatening. And I don't like when the President of the United States says, we're running out of patience. And I don't like the fact that he lied about saying that he wasn't going to do a mask mandate. And now this is what he's trying to push, and trying to use his weight as the president to make corporations do the same thing. And it's terrible. And if you don't think he said that he wasn't going to do mask mandate, well, you know.
No, I don't think it should be mandatory. I wouldn't demand it be mandatory, but I would do everything in my power. Just like I don't think masks have to be made mandatory nationwide. I'll do everything in my power as President of the United States to encourage people to do the right thing, and when they do it, demonstrate that it matters.
And people wonder why people are confused about COVID. Well, a couple of reasons. One is everybody's cheering on the vaccine that was pushed by Donald Trump, and now our vice president says that she is going to take the vaccine. But last year, when Trump is the one who pushed out the vaccine, because this is actually the Trump vaccine, she wasn't hearing it.
If the public health professionals, if Dr. Fauci, if the doctors tell us that we should take it, I'll be the first in line to take it. Absolutely. But if Donald Trump tells us that we should take it, I'm not taking it.
I will not take his word for it. He wants us to inject bleach. No, I will not take his word.
Or maybe because we keep hearing different things about how many shots we need and what is fully vaccinated, or the science that we're supposed to believe in just keeps changing. Maybe it could be also we can't have a conversation about it. Google, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, they all will ban actual conversations to try to get to the bottom of it. And usually there's a reason why people don't want to talk about it. It's because once you actually have a true and honest conversation, you can usually come up to the truth. And we can actually probably compromise. Like, I believe that the people on the right have made a compromise saying if you want to get the vaccine, you should get the vaccine, especially when the president that I supported pushed it through. And if you have to wear a mask in certain settings, you should wear a mask. But these aren't the things that's going to save your life. But another reason, now this is what I believe, that it may be a little confusing for people about COVID, is one, we can't speak about the origins of it. And number two is because the man who's leading in the war against COVID, Dr. Fauci, he's a liar and has admitted to being a liar a few times.
When people were saying, you don't really need to wear a mask. Well, the reason for that is that we were concerned, the public health community, and many people were saying this, were concerned that it was at a time when personal protective equipment, including the N95 masks and the surgical masks, were in very short supply. And we wanted to make sure that the people, namely the healthcare workers, who were brave enough to put themselves in harm's way to take care of people who you know were infected with the coronavirus and the danger of them getting infected. We did not want them to be without the equipment that they needed.
We're going to get back around to COVID at the end of the episode because we really have to talk about what the FDA did when they decided to ban a therapeutic that could save the American people. Thank you, China. Appreciate you releasing this pandemic on the world. Good job.